We can't find Doug.
What are you saying, Phil? We're getting married in 5 hours.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen.
From acting student to superstar, he's now Hollywood's golden boy.
And I'm only speaking from personal experience, but if you can't carry a tune, don't come into the audition environment and waste our time.
Welcome to MsMojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Bradley Cooper performances.
Who's the guy?
The guy's Carmine Polito.
Who's Carmine Polito?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at those performances that show off this actor at his finest and/or most memorable.
Well, save for the faint of heart. Most men, they wash out, they quit.
I'm not most men, sir.
Number 10, Ben, Wet Hot American Summer.
Let's all promise that in 10 years from today, we'll meet again, and we'll see what kind of people we've blossomed into.
In his cinematic debut, Bradley Cooper assumes the role of a counselor with a dashing blonde haircut and a very raunchy relationship with another man. Now a cult classic, this summer camp parody may have had a few hits and misses, but one of its highlights is this fabulous individual getting married on a lake to the man he loves.
I hereby consecrate and sanctify the union of McKinley and Ben. May their majestic and blessed love flourish all the days of their lives.
Over a decade later, he reprised the role in the Netflix prequel, having hardly aged a day.
That's right, that's your diaphragm, and that's gonna allow you to project your voice in the theater!
Number 9, Rocket Raccoon, Marvel Cinematic Universe.
We're all idiots!
Starting with 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy, Hollywood's heartthrob lent his voice to a genetically altered, violent, and foul-mouthed raccoon, which to us just sounds awesome.
That dude there, I need his prosthetic leg.
His leg?
Yeah. God knows I don't need the rest of him. Look at him, he's useless.
Cooper's portrayal of the beloved comic book character has the perfect amount of brashness, sarcasm, and loyalty you'd want. Fake laughs and all.
12%.
12%?
That's a fake laugh.
It's real!
Totally fake.
But with an Academy Award-nominated actor, you've got to tug at the heartstrings too, and the performance manages to do that as well.
Well, I didn't ask to get made! I didn't ask to be torn apart and put back together over and over and turned into some little monster!
In a galaxy filled with interstellar tyrants, space pirates, and a dash of half-naked Chris Pratt, the only way this cosmic adventure could get better would be a fuzzball with a huge gun and the enthralling voice of Bradley Cooper.
Now I'm standing. You all happy? We're all standing up now. Bunch of jackasses standing in a circle.
Number 8, Sack Lodge, Wedding Crashers.
Can you not get enough attention?
You ever been to a friend's wedding and there's that one douche nozzle who won't stop flirting with the bridesmaids and acting like a complete tool?
No, everything he told you's a lie.
Well, say hello to the king of those D-bags. But of course, what do you expect from a character named Sack Lodge?
Why don't you go get me a 7-Up, okay? All right, because I think I might get vulnerable again.
In what would normally be a pretty cardboard and stereotypical role, Cooper brings a twisted charm to the overly violent and selfish jerk of a character by portraying him as an ironic source of entertainment.
You just relax, I'm just gonna scare him a little bit.
All right.
To the right!
You love to hate him. But where would the movie be without him?
Claire, get your f***ing ass in that altar right now!
Wow. Getting a nice preview of what marriage is going to be like with Ike Turner here.
Oh God, here goes.
Number 7, Rory Jansen, The Words.
Feels good to have your work recognized, yeah.
And here's where our main man moves from the selfish to the sympathetic.
I'm not who I thought I was, okay? I'm not.
This romantic drama features a story within a story, as the character Clayton Hammond reads The Words, a novel with Bradley Cooper's Rory at the center.
He should have been someone that everybody knows.
Yeah. What happened?
Life.
Despite being nothing more than a construct, Rory's plights in his career as a writer and in his relationships jump off the page and the screen.
And I know that you get submissions all the time, and you're very busy, but I don't want anything other than your opinion.
Although he's nothing more than words on a page, Rory is the most moving part of the entire film. thanks to Cooper's stellar work. He represents the everyman who just wants his accomplishments to be recognized, who lives life according to a strong moral compass.
You didn't write the book.
None of it's mine, not one single word.
Number 6. Eddie Morra, Limitless.
Well, in order for a career to evolve, I'm gonna have to move on.
Don't do drugs, kids, even if they give you superhuman intelligence.
I'm broke and I'm depressed off my ass. I don't think that my life's gonna take some sudden upswing into fame and fortune by taking some shiny branded designer drug.
Eddie Morra is a down-on-his-luck shell of a man who's given a chance to better his life with the help of a drug that gives him access to 100% of his brain power.
In the end, how much worse could it get?
Cooper does a marvelous job portraying the different sides of Morra, be it the societal loser, the Superman capable of mastering anything, or the drug addict suffering from withdrawal symptoms that prove just as deadly for others as they do for him.
It's really simple, babe. I need my pills.
Eddie, what pills?
Babe, it's complicated.
What are you taking?
And Cooper's skill at keeping us guessing which of those sides we're watching is just, well, limitless.
I'd come this close to having an impact on the world. And now the only thing I'd have an impact on was the sidewalk.
Number 5. Avery Cross, The Place Beyond the Pines.
I want you to leave him alone.
The sins of the father often extend to their children, no matter how hard they try to prevent it.
Wipe that smirk off your face. You hear me?
In The Place Beyond the Pines, Cooper plays a beat cop just trying to do his job, who becomes burdened by guilt after he accidentally kills a bank robber and has to cover up the details.
I said, please, drop your weapon. Face down on the ground with your hands spread.
His own son unknowingly befriends the bank robber's child, setting off a chain of events that end in blood, pain, and revelations.
You can have anything you want, but I don't want you to touch that kid. You leave him alone.
Despite his mistakes and questionable behavior, Cooper's performance shines through and keeps the audience utterly invested in the internal struggle of a man who just wants to be a good father.
And I can't think of another line of work that I'd rather be in. Thank you.
Number 4. Phil Wennick, The Hangover franchise.
He's not kidding, there's a tiger in there.
No matter how old they get, a lot of guys yearn for the bachelor life. But there comes a time when everyone should hang it up.
Pull yourself together, man.
Cooper's character Phil Wennick is definitely one of those bachelor wannabes. He's the slickest and loudest dude in the room, and never apologizes for what comes out of his mouth.
Ma'am, in the leopard dress, you have an amazing rack.
Of course, he's also an amazing addition to the comedy trifecta of Ed Helms and Zach Galifianakis, all three of whom make us laugh time and time again as they proceed to relive their wild and crazy nights.
Through a night we'll never remember. But the four of us will never forget.
While we wouldn't want to share in the series of hangovers he's sustained over the trilogy, sharing a beer with Phil would be just plain awesome.
I almost died, Phil.
Come on. I was gonna let you go. You're my boy.
Number 3. Richie DiMaso, American Hustle.
I'm complimenting you. You got any other questions?
If you thought Bradley Cooper was cool as an amnesiac drunk, wait till you see him as this FBI officer straight out of the 70s.
Richie DiMaso, FBI. Nice to meet you.
Aside from looking smooth as hell, this Oscar-nominated performance showcases Cooper's strengths as a fast-talking, morally ambiguous agent whose main concern is ensuring he's the one who lands on top in the end.
You may be from England, but you're not royal and you have no banking connections. And that's a felony.
In a film where nobody is a good guy, but everyone wants a happy ending, this hotshot stands out against the other acting giants occupying the silver screen.
You want to get together?
Richard, do something about the fish tank.
54th Street?
Number 2. Chris Kyle, American Sniper.
Chris, I'm Chris Kyle. Nice to meet you.
Despite the controversy surrounding the film's portrayal of the Iraq War and the killing of Iraqi natives, there's no denying that Bradley Cooper completely immersed himself mentally in the character of America's deadliest sniper.
Don't pick it up.
And talk about bulking up for the role as well. Cooper's performance is a nuanced one, and as it unfolds, audiences get a glimpse inside the mind of a man who is at once lethal but utterly broken, and dependent on, yet also traumatized by war.
I was just protecting my guys. They were trying to kill our soldiers, and
I'm willing to meet my creator and answer for every shot that I took.
It's no wonder he scored another Oscar nod for this portrayal of the real-life U.S. Navy SEAL.
I'm ready. I'm ready to come home.
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Why am I walking 30 blocks to this bar? I'm not in a good space for this. Yeah, she was beautiful. Yes, she had a great body. She was smart. Was she even drunk? I don't even know.
We don't have regular people. We have celebrities and spokesmodels do the selling. I told you this.
What was going on with Danny? Because he must have been in some
I
kind
need
of
you to
trouble
do
before.
something
And
for
you
me.
need me to shut up. I know.
I need you to accept what I've already told you.
You haven't told me anything.
#1, Pat Solitano Jr., Silver Linings Playbook.
The only way you can meet my
Crazy was by doing something crazy yourself. Thank you.
Bradley Cooper's most raw, emotional, and heartfelt performance is none other than the moving character of Pat in David O. Russell's Silver Linings Playbook. Pat is a man who's holding on to life by a thread due to his bipolar disorder.
I'm not going to take any meds. I should just tell you that right now.
No, you have to take
No,
medicine.
I'm not going to take any meds. No.
Constantly bombarded with everyday struggles and surrounded by those suffering in their own way, Pat's journey is a difficult one. And it seems like he's destined for bleakness and misery.
I go to a lot of therapy, Ronnie. What are you trying to say?
However, despite the nature of his disorder, and with a little help from the equally damaged Tiffany, Pat moves forward to seek a silver lining. And Cooper helps us experience every ounce of joy and pain he feels along the way.
If you stay positive, you have a shot at a silver lining.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.